let's talk about insoles today. So those are my Kayanos. So originally they came with these Autolite insoles. So you can see it's this kind of like recycled kind of material, and it's a bit like a sponge. Yeah, the issue with this, maybe in the world colder countries are fine, but in Singapore where your legs sweat a lot, and I did not know this until this year that actually your insoles absorb the most amount of sweat in your entire shoe, other than your upper and your socks, of course. But this actually absorbs a lot of sweat, and my Kayanos was starting to stink after like a few months, and then I found out it's the insoles. And Autolite insoles are very comfortable at first, but they tend to flatten out after a while. You can see after about 100 km before I changed these, they already started, you can see my toe shape and stuff, and when you step it, it's almost like flat. And it's a very drastic difference because I ordered a second pair of Kayanos, right? So I tested the new insoles on the old shoe, and actually the midsole are fine. Something I thought is like maybe 200 km, and then the midsole got flattened and stuff, but and now I want to test whether it's the insole or it's the midsole, right? So I took the new insole and put it on the old shoe, and it turned out perfectly fine. So I realized that the insoles were the problem. So I was trying to find a new insole. Apparently the best is a Saucony one, but you have to get a Saucony shoe, and it's so legendary that people actually, some just buy that shoe just for the insole and then kept that insole forever. But lucky for me, a Chinese YouTuber or like running influencer decided to make like a, you can say like a clone. So it's this brand, Natadpole, but they only sell this on Taobao, which I have access to, but I can send the link, and I'm not sure how you can get it in other countries. There's some guide by John on Craigo on how to get stuff from Taobao, so you all can consider doing this. I don't think they sell this on AliExpress. Yeah, so few things to take note. They have a new one, but this is the two that they came out last time. So you can see they are labeled differently. There's 5mm SCF. This is essentially just, it feels a bit like TPEE. So it's very soft, very bouncy, and it's very thin. So this is when your shoe is just nice size and you just want to replace. So just give a very nice bounce to it that lasts for almost forever, and it just gives the shoe a whole new life. So I use this for my size 9 Kayano that's a little bit smaller because I don't have much space, and because my 9.5 extra wide has enough space, so I can put actually a thicker 8mm eTPU one. So this is similar to ATPU, but it's slightly different in the sense there's a lot of beaded foam inside, but this is really nice. So when I put it in, right, it just changed the whole characteristics of the shoe, and essentially it sort of become like a Super Blast 2, because Super Blast 2 also have FF++ Echo at the bottom, and then some sort of raised eTPU foam at the top before they actually changed to the flat foam Leap days on the Super Blast 3. So in a way, by putting this in, I sort of made my own Super Blast 2.5. Yeah, so actually it's quite comfortable for long runs because this is very bouncy and this is very stable, and this only costs like $10, so it's like one of the biggest upgrade you can do to your Kayanos. And what's most importantly is, no matter how much you sweat, I mean it will still sting if you don't air it or clean it in a long time, but definitely much less stinky than the Autolite one. So the reason why companies use Autolite because it's actually cheaper, much cheaper, maybe a few dollars, but they manufacture like a few 100,000 shoes at once, and that's like a lot of money for them, so they typically do not do this. But for us consumers, just $10 make such a big difference to your shoe. So I'll leave the link in the description, but yeah, do recommend trying this out, but factor in that you probably need like half size to a size up if you are using this, because it takes up a lot of space. So actually it was very roomy, but Kayano 32s are not a very roomy shoe, so I got the extra wide. I put this in, you will have slightly less toe box space, so you're sensitive to that, and maybe just do the thinner one. Yeah, this TPE one, which also is pretty good. definitely feels much better than a flattened Autolite like this. Okay, I've got my Super Plus 3 here, so you can see we have the FF Leap over here. I want to show you that on more expensive shoes, they actually have not Autolite. So you can see we have the Autolite for the Kayano, and I have the Autolite for the gel nibbles as well, which I'm planning to change out. But then you can see for Super Plus 3, they actually use, I'm not sure what material is this, but it's definitely not Autolite, and it smells like rubber, I would say, and it's a lot more comfortable. I'm not sure how this will last, but I'll definitely post an update. And it feels like it'll definitely last longer. It feels like this, like TPE but slightly thicker, and pretty good. I love them a lot. Yeah, probably can keep these and reuse. Yeah, so that's all for insoles. I will definitely look at it and upgrade and keep those that you like, especially for Super 3. If the shoe eventually I throw it, I will keep the insoles because they are that good. And sometimes like changing insole can change the characteristic of a shoe quite drastically, and as about I'm just gonna use this almost forever for all my long run daily trainer shoes. And this, like, I ran like almost another 100k on this, and this has not flattened at all, so highly recommend. Anyway, you want more tips, like, share and subscribe.